Still don't know who's in 3-point contest as of yet. I mean, let me check. But the Mavericks are lobbying to try to get Jason Terry into the 3-point contest. Let's see if we can find out anything. Because me personally, you got Kevin Durant defending his horse title. I mean, the horse last year was pretty entertaining in terms of like just seeing what people can do, but it's just let's see. Okay, we have George Karl, who's going to end up coaching the Western Conference. So he's locked that up because Phil Jackson can't do it because he coached it last year. And the thing is, coaches, they can't coach the All-Star game 2 years in a row. Also, if the Magic win tonight, then Stan Van Gundy will be the coach of the Eastern Conference. But yeah, they don't have who's in the 3-point contest. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. We got the dunk contest participants, but we don't have any 3-point contest participants. Well, okay. Well, don't know who is in the 3-point contest, so I can't really tell you anything about that, about who I think will win that. But yeah, competitors to be determined, so don't really know who's in the 3-point contest as of yet. The skills challenge, which is basically like a point guard contest, still don't know who's in that yet. Now you also have the Friday of the weekend, you have the rookie sophomore game. Now it's amazing to me when you look at who they put into the rookie all-star, the rookie challenge, but there is no way that I can like co-sign with this roster. I mean, on the rookie side, you have Omri Caspi, DeJuan Blair, Steph Curry, Tyreke Evans. Matter of fact, Steph Curry, I did not know this until yesterday. He's 4th in the league in steals. So that right there, I did not know that Steph Curry is playing defense like that. So congratulations to Steph Curry. Tyreke Evans, of course. Johnny Flynn, Taj Gibson, James Harden, Brandon Jennings, and Jonas Jerebko. Or Jerebko, however you say his name. I don't know. I don't know who Jonas Jerebko is. I know he plays for the Pistons, but his name hasn't stood out to me like a Ty Lawson has. Because in the time when Billups had missed a couple games and Ty Lawson came in, he filled in pretty well, and he's also a spark plug off the bench for the Nuggets. So how Ty Lawson didn't make this list is beyond a mystery to me. When you look at the sophomore team, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, O.J. Mayo, Kevin Love, Brook Lopez, Eric Gordon, Danilo Gallinari, who I love because he is just like ridiculously awesome. I love watching this man play ball. He had the back surgery last year, which pretty much like limited anything that he could do, but he did perform well. He has performed well since coming into his own this year. Then you have Marc Gasol and Michael Beasley. See, Marc Gasol is another person who could have been an all-star this year as well. But I guess because he's a second-year player, I mean, you can't really like throw him into that category. But I'd rather see him than his brother Powell in the game. But that's pretty much all I have on the All-Star game. Like I said, they're pretty good list. You can't really complain with the West. Like I said, outside of Pau Gasol, there's no real complaints in the West because there are a lot of people who could have been there that isn't. But in the East, at least 3 players who I personally believe shouldn't be in the game, who are Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett, and Al Horford. I mean, congratulations to Al Horford on making his first All-Star game. I just don't think he beat out Andrew Bogut, who has a respectable record at 19-25 in the East anyway. That's respectable. But definitely David Lee is probably the biggest snub of all. So I don't know if by some lucky chance he might get in, but if anything, I would say it's a pretty good list. I'm glad to see Gerald Wallace in there. Definitely glad to see Rajon Rondo in there. But like I said, you can't win them all. You can't pick and choose who stays and who goes. All I know is, I will say this, in the East the fans got it wrong. Like I said, and then the other thing that gets me is that Joe Johnson wasn't even in the top 3 vote getters in the Eastern Conference. I mean, how does that happen? I mean, like I said, it all depends on, like I said, fan voting is always a popularity contest. It's always about who the fans know, not what players are doing right now. So, you know, you gotta look at it that way. One thing I would like to see change for the future is how the NBA puts together this so-called ballot that they put out every year. I mean, the fact that T-Mac almost made the All-Star game is like, in the words of the Cavs players last year with Mo Williams, is a shamockery. Because there is no way that T-Mac should even be considered an All-Star. The man hasn't played 10 minutes in one game. He probably played 10 minutes all season. He probably only made like 8 points all season. Like, seriously. I know you probably love T-Mac, and the fact that he can still walk is probably endearing to a lot of you fans out there, but there is no way that you can take away the credibility of what other people are doing in the league. Steve Nash has the Suns playing at a level that nobody expected. So I'm glad to see that he made it in there. But like I said, it's always going to be a popularity contest. I think the ballot should change. If the league knows that somebody is going to be hurt, like, you knew T-Mac was going to be hurt. T-Mac went under the scope last year, still wasn't fully recovered, came back, but yet his name's still on the list. I don't know how it got on the list. I also think there should be some kind of like qualifications, you know. I think the ballot should be released probably 20 games into the season, so you could see who's doing what, who's performing well. Because like I said, Chris Kaman's name wasn't even on the ballot this year, so that is like baffling to me. So I don't know what the qualifications are to actually have your name put on the ballot, but to me it's going to be a popularity contest. It's always going to be, it always will be. Maybe in the future we can see some kind of change when it comes to fan voting, but as of right now, I mean, we just have to live with it. So like I said, this is Larry. I'm signing out right now. This has been my little preview for the All-Star game. Take it how you want it, whether you like it or you don't. These are all my opinions. Whether a lot of people may agree with me, a lot of people may disagree with me. It really doesn't matter to me, but I would like to hear your feedback on what you guys think out there. So just remember, later on I'll be doing the Super Bowl special, so keep your eyes open for that. And that is it. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.